Hello everybody and welcome back to Killer Gaming. My name is the SDA and today is, I'm going to do this my weekly news roundup. I do it every Friday, talk about gaming news, anime, film, etc, etc. But I will not be talking about everything, but particular news, those news stories that take an interest to me, and I hope they take an interest to you as well. So first up we have Bioshock, the collection. May have been leaked, or has been leaked, on a store somewhere around the world, and they took it down now, of course, as they normally do, but it has been leaked. We talk about collections being re-released, and sometimes it's frustrating. It's annoying. We have to keep putting up with these re-releases time after time. Of course, it depends if you're a fan or not. Sometimes you don't have to pick these up, but at the same time, in the past, we have said that it impacts on, like, they're just filler. You know what I mean? Play these games while we have nothing to play. But we've got a whole, this gaming season. We're going to be packed out with various games to play, so it's just a choice whether you pick it up or not. So Bioshock the collection. Now I played the Bioshock Infinite with the girl and the slavery thing. Interesting twist. Really good game. Really did enjoy it. I don't think I'll pick it up again on my part. But if you haven't played it, then I recommend you play that series, definitely. So the Bioshock collection, been leaked, scheduled supposedly for November 27th, 2015. So that's not that far away. For PS4, Xbox One, and 2K have not yet. Well, they have responded to coming out and saying this. They have said that they do not, a typical response from a company, but there you go, that's the way it is. They don't talk about speculation or rumour. Or fair play to any company, that's their right. Yeah, Bioshock Infinite, particularly the one I played, the only one I played, I've got to say. Like I said, there's 2 or 3 of them out there, so I'm sure they're very popular. I don't know, I personally won't be picking it up, but there you go, if you wish to, whatever. Next up, we have the PS4 bundle, Black Ops 3 bundle. Well, a Black Ops 3 bundle with PS4, and the PS4 is a 1 terabyte. Yes, it's good if you want to buy a PS4 right now, a terabyte, plus you get Black Ops 3, the new one. Now, if this is what I'm thinking, the Black Ops 3 bundle comes with a customized PS4. I think that's the way they usually do, like Destiny, the special edition, blah, blah. I've seen the pictures, I put them up in my group and stuff like that. I wasn't that impressed with it. It was just a black PS4, which is black anyway, for the most part. Oh, well, it is. And some orange lines down it, depicting the lines of, the Black Ops, whatever. Not that impressive, to be honest with you, and I would give it a miss based on the customization. But in terms of it being 1 terabyte, then yeah. But whatever. I'll go for another version. But hey, there you go. If you're into it, you're into it. So yeah, that's it's released apparently. That you can pre-order that, by the way. Released November 6th this year. Also, Black Ops, well, PS4 owners, and for Black Ops specifically, obviously you're going to be getting the maps ahead of Xbox One owners this year. Personally, as a PS4 owner, that used to annoy me a little bit. I used to be into Call of Duty. Now I don't really give a toss, you know what I mean? I don't even buy the maps anymore. I think I bought one, weren't that impressed on last year's game. And what have you. They took the jetpacks out. Thank God. I was not a big fan of that. I mean, I used them and it was alright, but for the most part, I could just run around shooting people and it was fun enough. It didn't need all that jumping around stuff, but fair play, they tried to innovate. So yeah, you get the maps first in this year's Call of Duty ahead of Xbox One owners, and also a bit of news: Nuketown is returning to Black Ops 3. But it's kind of interesting because it's quite controversial, that map. I think it wasn't last year; it was one before that. I think where to get that map, you had to pre-order. So people pre-ordered. I wasn't one of them, ironically. I don't think I was one of them. And you get that map. Okay, so it's a good way of pre-order bonus and all this, that, and the other. However, after about 4 months, maybe 6, I think it was saying like 4 months, pretty soon after, they basically allowed everyone to download that map for free anyway. So people who were pre-ordered felt a little bit cheated by that, and people were like, well, they got it for free 4 or 5 months later. But I suppose technically what it comes down to is you pay a little bit more, and you get the map sooner. I mean, it's only a pre-order bonus. I mean, I hardly doubt that those people weren't going to buy the game anyway. If you're that big a fan of it, it wouldn't bother you, would it? You probably already pre-ordered it if you're watching this video. I personally haven't, and I don't really care. But hey, that's just me, because I'll pick it up when I pick it up, you know what I mean? But yeah, so Nuketown returns. So that is a good map, no doubt about it. But maybe you're sick of Nuketown, I don't know, but there you go. So that's back in there. Next up, we have Wolfenstein. Now, a voice actress by a name that I cannot pronounce, so I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce her name, has leaked on a news station or whatever. She's having an interview, said that she's working on a new game, and it's an old game she used to play, hinting or stating that she back in the day when she was younger, she killed Hitler and what have you, and a few other things. She basically leaked stating a Wolfenstein basically is coming out, a new Wolfenstein. She's working on a new one, and it will take 2 years to make. Now, the last Wolfenstein, Chaos, my friend borrowed it to me. It is a good game. It is just a typical shooter. It was when nothing was really out. It's not a bad game by any means, but it had nothing new to offer. It was a typical shooter, shooting up, Nazis and robots. Interesting concept. The concept is a fantastic concept, I will say that, of the Nazis overtaking, what would happen if they won the war and how they advanced it was and all the rest of it. It is a really good game, so I've got no doubt about the story of the game. It's quite good. So yeah, making another one, that is good. I don't mind that. For the most part, I'm not majorly hyped for it, you know what I mean? But hey, it's in the works, so there you go. Bethesda haven't even announced this yet. They have said nothing. They have not come out and denied it or confirmed it. But there you go. So that's in the pipeline. But again, 2 years. I mean, I'm not holding my breath for that. It will happen. I don't no doubt about it, because they've got the budget. They're not a poor company by any means. But in terms of waiting time, there's going to be plenty of other things here and there before, you know what I mean? It doesn't really matter. Quantic Dream say that they have their release dates. I haven't got them, but release dates are coming for Beyond Two Souls and Heavy Rain. They're coming very soon. Now, all these remakes and stuff, I'm not going to go massively into it, but this is just one more remake or HD upgrade, whatever, for the PS4. Now, the games themselves are solid. They are good. I would recommend both these games if you haven't played them for PS4. Psychological, disturbing, mystery. Oh man, really good games. I want to platinum Beyond Two Souls. Heavy Rain pissed me off. And it was a great game, but I couldn't get all the challenges and stuff. I found it kind of hard. But yeah, I've got both those games sitting next to me. So and they're also working on a new project as well for PS4, which I cannot wait to see, because they're building that for PS4 from scratch. So see what they can do. Great team of guys. Such a powerful game was Heavy Rain. An interesting story with loads of plot twists and everything else. I mean, like, who was the killer? That was a powerful game. I remember I was playing it, and someone was watching me play the game, and there was that scene where, spoiler alert here, a little boy got hit by a car. And then the next day, after I saw that person, they came to me and they said, I had a dream that you got hit by a car. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? And she said that game I was playing was that powerful that she had a dream that I got hit by a car. So I don't know. So I mean, but powerful acting, brilliant story, and I highly recommend it. I'm just not going to be buying it because I've already played it. I mean, and I've money to spend on other things and stuff like that. But hey, that's just me. But definitely pick it up if you ain't played it. That's about it for gaming news, to be honest with you. I want to personally talk about. So moving on to movie news. Prometheus 2 is being made by Ridley Scott, who's also making Alien, who made the original 1975 Alien, or one of them. And he's making Prometheus 2. Now, if you haven't seen Prometheus, I haven't seen it myself. I know, that's kind of ironic, right? But I've been wanting to see it for the longest time. I looked on it, Netflix for it. Couldn't find it. I'm not going to buy it, just out the back. I've got too much other stuff to do and buy and stuff. But it is a movie I have wanted to see for a very long time. It is ironically on tonight. If you are seeing this video on Friday, 9 o'clock tonight. So it is on if you're in the UK, I don't know about anywhere else in the world, but the UK specifically. I cannot remember what channel. I tried Googling it and it was being a bitch, so I decided to make the video ahead, and I don't really know what channel. So if you're in the UK, it is the first one. If you ain't seen it, the first one is on tonight. So I'm trying to see that. Due to him making Prometheus, it is going to delay making the new Alien movie, ironically. But there you go. The new Prometheus 2 movie is going to be called Alien Paradise Lost. Something about the fall of man. and he's going to start filming this, by the way, in January 2016. I know I had something else to talk about, and I can't think for the life of me. Oh yeah, and one more thing, movie-wise anyway. Men in Black 3 is being made. Okay, I mean, well, has I got that right? Men in Black 3? I know, a new Men in Black is basically being made, and it's going to be a start of a new trilogy in the franchise. Oh, please let it die. The first one was great, original was fantastic, no doubt about it, a classic. And the second one came along, I wasn't impressed. I haven't even seen the third one. I think there is a third one. I haven't even seen that, and they're making this. But here's the thing: it's going to be reinvented. They're reinventing Men in Black, this new one, this new trilogy, and the gutting thing that screams fail. Before, when you hand someone a script and you go to see who's in it, supposedly, certain names should be attached to it, and like instinctively, if it's a franchise. And I can tell you now that Will Smith will not be in it. Now, I like Will Smith. I don't go and see a movie to basically go see him act. I see a movie on the premise that it is made. So when I go to see Men in Black, I know what Men in Black is, so I will go and see it, and Will Smith's in it. Great. That's fantastic. You take him away from it, and it's like, well, that's his movie. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't know if he's not interested or they're just going a different direction. I don't know. The guys that made the original series or the past 2 or 3 films are working on this new series. So in theory, you would say, well, it's in good hands. But at the same time, you've just taken an iconic actor out of the scene that is in your movie. You know what I mean? It's like taking Neil or Keanu Reeves out The Matrix. That's going to be shit. I don't really want to see a movie without him in it. He's the key aspect of who I want to see. It's like taking Sylvester Stallone out of Rambo. What the fuck is the point in going to see that movie? It's not the original. It's no point to it, you know what I mean? So I'm not really happy about that. I mean, Men in Black movie, this new trilogy, seems already dead in the water, at least from a fanboy point of view. Maybe I'm talking about it from a fanboy point of view, where I like the movie, it's a classic, and I don't want to see these franchises ruined. But once again, Hollywood are scratching their heads, not knowing what the fuck to do, so they're just pulling any old shit out. Now, I criticised it, but then I have been pleasantly surprised in some movies. So, you know, new Superman movie, whatever, or Man of Steel, got me into it. Fantastic, you know what I mean? And then you had Rambo came back. So a lot of these franchises, I've got to be honest with you, which are from the 90s and stuff, are coming back, and some it's hit and miss. Some are great and turns out to be really, really good remakes, like Judge Dredd, or Dredd they call it. I like the original movie, but this new one was actually good in the reboot, or whatever you want to call it. But hey, because up to date graphics and all the rest of it. So it just depends on your personality, on your personal opinion, really. But I'm always skeptical. I think that's a fair way to be with all these reboots. You know what I mean? Can be a bit tiresome, but what have you. It's just the way it is right now, at least in Hollywood. They ain't coming up with anything else new, unless you want to go see the 50th comic book movie, you know, this year coming out. But that's about it for this week's news, or at least what I want to talk about. I will link the PC. I did a PC unboxing. I hope you guys check out my channel and watch that. I have a new unboxing coming up of my keyboard and mouse. I also did an unboxing of FIFA 16 and my thoughts on that. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. Check out that content and have a great weekend. Oh, and follow me at Killer Gaming 01 on Twitter, and the link in the description below again to my Facebook. And I'll see you next week. Have a great weekend gaming. Thanks for watching.